When you're dividing decimals by whole numbers, there are two steps that you need to follow. The first, when you look at your problem, is you want to place the decimal directly above where the decimal is inside the problem. So before I even start, I'm going to put my decimal point right above where it is and where it'll go in my answer. Okay? The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to divide just as we would if we had two whole numbers. We're not even going to worry about that decimal place. Okay? So these are the steps that we use when we're using long division. The first thing we have to do is divide. So when I look at this problem, I'm going to say, okay, how many times can I divide 2 by 6? Well, I can't divide 2 by 6 at all, so nothing goes in this space. And I'm going to look over here to 25 now. How many times can 25 be divided by 6? Well, 25 can be divided by 6 4 times. So the first thing I do is divide. Now, I'm going to take this 4, multiply it by this 6. 4 times 6 is 24. My next step is going to be to subtract these two amounts. 25 minus 24 is 1. And my final step in my long division process is going to be to bring down this 8 so that I can get ready to divide again. So I've got 18 now, and I want to know how many times can 18 be divided by 6? Well, 18 can be divided by 6 3 times. Because I'm looking right in this place value column, that's where I'm going to put my 3. The 4 went here because I did 25, so I'm looking at putting my 4 there. And down here, 18, my 3 goes directly above. So 3 times 6 is 18, and when I subtract that, I have 0 left, so I know that's the answer to my problem. Let's try one more. Okay, remember, step 1 says place the decimal in the answer directly above where the decimal was in the problem. Well, this problem isn't set up the same way. What I need to do is set up this problem so that it looks the same. I want to know how many times 70.8 can be divided by 4. Well, once it's written like this, now it's easy to see where my decimal point should go. So back to step number 1, I'm going to put my decimal directly above where it is in my problem. Okay? So now let's start our division. 7 can be divided by 4 one time, so I put my 1 directly over my 7. 1 times 4 is 4. Now I'm going to subtract. 7 take away 4 is 3, and my next step is to bring down this 0. So now it's time to divide again. How many times can 30 be divided by 4? Well, 30 can be divided by 4 7 times. 7 times 4, 7 times 4 is going to be 28. So I write that down, and now I'm going to subtract. 30 minus 28 is 2. Now I'm going to bring down this number. I'm almost done here. I have 28. How many times can 28 be divided by 4? 28 is divided by 4 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. And when I subtract, I get 0. There's nothing left to bring down. My answer was 0 down here, so I know the answer to this problem is 17 7/10.